Welcome to Yep Yeah Yes with Marissa and Tamika. Today we're going to be talking about cancel culture. But first, Marissa, how are you?
I am wonderful, and how are you?
I'm good. Good.
How's your cough?
It's trickling back a little bit, so I'm trying to be mindful of what I wear. Like, even though it's a little bit warmer, it ain't warm like that.
You
I'm
can't
walking
have
around
it
tank tops.
exposed. Okay.
Anyway, so we're going to talk about cancel culture.
Yes.
This is new quote unquote phenomenon. I guess it's not really new. We've always been canceling people, but I think now we've named it.
Yeah, but there's also, I feel, a greater call to arms. I feel like with this cancel culture, we named it, and there's a greater call to arms where it's like, we cancel it, right? You're on board, and you're going to get canceled as well. We're expecting everyone to follow suit.
Right,
Where before it was like, I'm not feeling them no more. And you're like, oh, well, okay, bye.
right.
Or whatever. All right, I am.
Now it's like you can't even admit publicly whether you support someone.
Oh, no.
Like if a majority of people like that motherfucker is canceled, you just like, if you don't agree, then you just sit back and be
Move
like,
in silence.
pass the watermelon. You know what I mean?
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Oh.
Well, still some. I don't mean it in a racial way. Just like that. I don't know. But I think the first person I thought of when it came to cancel culture was Roseanne. I don't know if she was a kicker. Very much like, okay, we're all behind this. Yeah. If you hear noise in the background, we're actually recording in the car because we're on our way to see Beetlejuice. So anyway, so forgive the background noise. Just deal with it. If you don't like it, then skip the show and go listen to something else. Whatever.
No. Listen.
No, let's stay. We get the hit.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know that.
Yeah, it's like when you turn the channel, it's like, okay, you already got the viewers.
Oh, y'all better be pressing play.
Hopefully you stay with it, but if you're not, hey, it's for you. So yeah, I think with Roseanne, it became even bigger. Like, okay, you know what I mean? And why don't you speak on what happened with Roseanne, like from your perspective?
Oh gosh, I'm trying to jog my memories. She said something very out of hand about tweeted, yep. Which she's always had salacious tweets.
Right.
I'm unsure as to why this one was the one that broke the camel's back.
Because of Valerie Jarrett, who used to be part of the Obama administration.
But what did she say? She said
she compared her to a mammal that most black people consider offensive.
Right. Oh, yes. Thank you. This has happened so many times that you forget which celebrity has done that or which, talking head has done that. So I apologize. So yes.
Isn't that weird how it is these days? Like, so many people say so much stuff that it's like, oh yeah, I forgot
you were that one that said it at that time.
Right.
But then the call to arms was, oh no, she claims that it wasn't racially motivated. Clearly it was.
She said she thought she was a white woman.
Okay. All right. So you're just gonna throw comments out there, which she does. She throws out stupid comments, but you're gonna make a comment, and really, in the age of digital, all of this at your fingertips, you have your phone, and there's a picture attached to everyone who speaks. But okay. All right. So the call to arms was, she's canceled. We're not doing Roseanne no more. She's
not
done.
only was she canceled, like she lost her show. Like, how do you cancel the Roseanne show? Like that's how far it got canceled. They canceled your show.
Yeah.
And did a reboot without it kills you off.
Yeah, completely. Done for.
And it works without her.
Yeah.
Which is the funniest thing.
Yeah.
The show actually works without her.
And look at just what happened on SNL.
Oh yeah, what's his name? I don't remember the guy's name. He never even made it to.
Yeah, they announced it. Somebody found, as they always do, that he made an Asian joke, and he got canceled.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know. This is like.
Is it getting out of hand, though?
Is it getting out of... No. Because, it's one of those things. If I tell you I'm offended, then that's it.
I just had this conversation with one of my kids. Because we were talking about kindness. And one of the things was, part about being kind is listening to what someone else has to say. You said something, if for whatever reason that other person heard it, not in the way you intended, you don't have the right to say, no, you're wrong, your feelings are wrong. People or try to, you can't take it, no. People's feelings are wrong. So your job in kindness is to listen. Even take a moment of self-reflect, because maybe I didn't the word and it I acknowledge your feelings, that was not my intention. I'm very sorry. Kindness. That's I think that we forget about. Just because you said it the way you said it, the way I heard it. Right? And that's just it.
It's weird though, because I think most people can't get out of their own way and their own beliefs and what they think is right or wrong. A lot of people, and I fall victim to this, where there are things that I believe wholeheartedly and I can't let it go. But one thing I will not do is if someone tells me that offends me, then I'm not going to do it anymore.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, okay. I won't try to justify why I said or do something. I respect people back. I won't do that. I'm not saying whatever. Try my best to be offensive towards you, right? Whether it's your belief system or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
I'm a normal human being, and I make mistakes. I say things, and it is what it is. I have yet to be canceled by my family members, so that's good.
That's one thing about family. Yeah. Real family. There's people that you're related to that you don't know for a long past time. But
when it comes to your family, friends, and the people in your life, what could somebody do? Like, I'm not talking about extreme, like murder and affair and all that kind of stuff. But generally speaking, what can a person do where you're like, okay, you're canceled? I can't.
You're canceled? I've canceled so many cousins. And
do they know it though?
Probably not. Who knows? I don't really care if they know or not, because they got canceled.
Right.
So there are people in my life that I hold very dear. I am spitting everywhere. I'm sorry.
Nobody knew
until I just said it. So
you're canceled.
I'm not canceled. Shut up. So there's so many people that I hold dear in my life for a variety of reasons. If you do wrong to them, you might as well have just did wrong to me. So you get canceled for that. You also get canceled. I am very sensitive when it comes to my children, and I've said that before, that I don't think that's new to anybody. I'm very sensitive. Probably hypersensitive, but when someone has the nerve to either say something about how I handle the information that I give my kids, you get canceled. We have a discussion first, and if you stick to your guns, then we get canceled. Cause
has this ever happened?
Yes. Yes.
You've canceled somebody because they came to you, or they said something to your kid?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, talk
adults
about it.
Talk to adults.
Canceled.
Adults talk to adults. You got no business trying to parent my kids when your fucking kids are doing whatever the fuck they're doing. You have no business.
But okay, when you say canceled though, do people stay in your life through other people, or are they cancel? Like, I'm not even gonna see you at a family function.
I have to see them at family functions because I can't kibosh.
See, I don't know if that's really canceled.
Is that really canceled? Let me think.
Because canceled means you don't exist.
You don't. You're done. You're
done. Oh, that person's gonna be there. I'm not gonna be there then.
Let me think.
Like truly canceled.
Truly done.
It's easy to do that with friends.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that it's easy to do that with family.
I have two cousins that one cousin, listen to this. So my grandma died when I was like 14, right? He stole a whole bunch of shit from her apartment when we're fucking burying her. We're at the funeral home and like putting her fucking shit in the ground. You know what I mean? Like, we're not there. He stole all this shit. This mofo is canceled. Done. Canceled.
Canceled by who?
By me. Canceled. Now, as an adult, where I had control over where my body goes, this mofo is canceled.
Did this person ever come to your wedding?
Yes.
Then the person ain't canceled.
But I wasn't in control of that.
Of your wedding?
Of my wedding, yes. No. But, bitch, you met my mother. First of all. No, you've met my mother.
It doesn't count as canceled, though. I understand you being pissed at a mofo.
You've met my mother.
There's canceled and there's like, don't speak to me.
You've met my mother.
I know. I'm just saying that there's canceled and I'm just not fucking with them then.
No, back from 14 to my wedding, I wasn't fucking with them. From the point where
they come to your wedding, right? It's still part of.
I didn't invite them. My mom did. You've met my mother.
You have to disagree on this one. We're gonna have to disagree on this one because I know I met your mother and I know the force that she was. But my whole thing is that when you're canceled, and that means you know what, Ma. I'm just saying. It's hard.
Oh my God, you've met my mother. But okay.
But I'm just saying.
Have you done that? Have you canceled?
Have I canceled? No. Not when it comes to family. Friends, yes. Friends, like I said, are easier to do because you don't have any other ties to them. Family members, I've canceled them in terms of I ain't fucking with them. And you see them at a reunion or a funeral.
So what, they're on pause? Are we going to give that a new word?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
that's what do we call it?
They're on timeout.
Yeah.
They're on timeout. I got plenty of family members on timeout.
Most of my family members.
Friends get canceled, they're dead to me.
Yeah, friends, I have a couple of friends that I just canceled completely. But are they canceled if you're Facebook friends with them? Like, they following you and shit. They're just not canceled. You have a relationship in whatever capacity it is.
No, I'm trying to think because Facebook is no, they're done. They're dead.
See, now this goes back to what we've started with Roseanne.
Mm-hmm.
Can Roseanne be canceled if I watch reruns?
Oh shit. Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I read an article about what's true cancel. What is cancel culture? It's a momentary thing. Like OJ was canceled, but people, you know how many followers he has? Yeah. And people always posted his comments about everything. And then people like Donnie's canceled. Who? Our president.
Oh, I thought it was Donnie Osmond.
He's canceled. He's for streets right now. See his tweets? He's like, they're not fair. Like, bro, he's like a little boy.
Aww.
I can't. Anyway, but there's people that are like, what is truly like canceled? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I like I said, it's only can be friends, I believe, that can really cancel. And so that speaks to me that I have to think to myself, okay, if you can only be canceled, then can you really call friends family?
Yeah. Yeah.
What we call somebody family? They could real quick. Like everybody, my thing is like it reminds me of that Mary J song, even though it's not the same exact thing,
right?
And it's called 7 Days, the song. And in the song, in the hook, she's like, I've never met your family and you've never met mine. No happy holidays.
Yep.
Actually, that's what's called. No happy holidays, not 7 days. Like, you know how many people, like, you have a friends,
yeah.
but that's important. But it's important, okay, it's important on one level to call somebody
Yeah, you need to be ingratiated.
Right.
Yeah.
You know how long? Well, that's another story.
What?
No, I was talking about like me being around your family. It was a lot.
Oh.
It's good that I'm here because I
You can't quit me, bitch.
I dealt with it.
You can't quit me.
I'm not
bitch.
talking about you. I'm talking about what people have to sometimes go through.
I know.
In order to, if you want to, is the friendship worth it?
Yeah. That's a whole other podcast.
And I know, like with you, it was like you're not really trying to invite people around your family. I remember early on in our friendship, you're like, you see, this is why I don't bring people around.
Yeah. I've had way too many examples like this, and this is why.
Right. But then it wasn't until years later where I was like, okay, I get it. And then I had to be, not that I can't with members of your family, for my own sanity, I had to fall back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like one of those, well, it's not that it's canceled or anything. So that's like getting back to like the cancel culture. It's like, it's very, it's like the thing to say right now.
Yeah.
Nouveau. Everybody's canceled.
Nouveau.
You know, you think about, and usually it's typically left for celebrities that do something or say something. The athletes, like Antonio Brown, he canceled. I mean,
Oh my gosh.
it's crazy. You know, somebody does a TV show, it's like 50 Cent, he canceled. He don't know how to talk. He don't know how to act right. He don't got a relationship with his kid. But he's talking about, you know, Tekashi 6ix9ine. Let's talk about Tekashi for a second.
Okay.
This mofo, have you seen these transcripts of him? He's like telling on everybody.
Really?
Oh my gosh, yes.
What is he doing?
He's testified. Well, he's done. He testified for 3 days and threw everybody and their mother under the bus. Said Cardi B's in the mob. I mean, in the gang. Jim Jones is in the gang. He was naming all these people, and it was like Cardi B's. What do you call it? Not agent, but spokesperson had the issues. She is not in a gang. It's like when you gotta issue statements saying you're not in a gang.
Wow.
Anyway, so he's canceled. But is it wrong? Is he a rat or is he like saving himself?
Homie. But he's going down for some crazy charges.
Here's the thing, though. People, like, if you don't want to be labeled a rat, don't do rat things.
Yeah.
But I remember years ago, you would always say, I ain't going down for nobody, so don't put me in that shit. I'm not. And this goes back to what I was saying about family members. Like, one of the reasons why there's certain members of my family that are quote unquote canceled, because I can't call it, you know, I'm gonna see them.
They're on timeout.
They're not timeout. They're just like
they're on timeout.
No, because timeout indicates that you can come back from that. There is no coming back.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? They gotta come up with a different word. Timeout. They're not canceled, but they're
paused.
No, because pause means you can press play again. Shit. I ain't pressing play anymore.
In the recycling bin.
Like a water bottle.
They have to be something. The plastic to come back.
Plastic. Okay. They're always. You know, throw them away, but they're always there. They're not biodegradable. You know. Anyway, so I remember I'm chilling at one of my cousin's house. So when I talk about specific cousins, the reason why they're I mean, like I said, it can't be fully canceled, quote unquote canceled. It's a series of things that happened over the years. Finally, I was like, okay, do I value my freedom? Okay.
Oh my word.
When I see somebody like shoot in a window, I'm not trying to be around guns. When I'm at a family, you know, we hanging out or whatever. It's not even a party. We're just hanging out, and one of the cousins comes up and drops and unloads a paper bag full of drugs on the table, and it's like, it's on me tonight. What y'all want? And I'm like, I want to be free. Okay. I ain't going down for none of you bitches. I don't want a blue pill. I don't want a blue pill. I got some Advil. You know what I'm saying? So it's like stuff like that. It's not necessarily that they did anything to me.
Right.
It's just the energy and like I'm trying to be. When you're in your 20s, you don't really realize it. Yeah. You're just like whatever, and you're infallible. When you start getting your 30s and 40s, it's like, okay,
hold up.
you know what? I want to live. Orange is the new black is real. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be with Tasty in them, you know?
No, thank you.
No, thank you. So, you know, that's that. Any other celebrities or anybody that you can think of that you would consider to be canceled? Like when you think of cancel culture?
There's this, I don't know his name, but there's this one comedian that does all these like puppet things.
Right.
And he has like these characters, and I just find them sexist and racist. And whenever he shows up now on Netflix, I'm like, don't show.
Bill Burr?
I don't know.
There's a lot of comedians though that.
There's a lot of people named Bill too. Maybe he's a white guy with puppets. That's the comedian. Then yes.
Oh no, you said puppets. No.
There's that guy. I'm trying to think who else. You know who's like legit like bones or I can feel it in my teeth. Who's the homegirl, the actress that was on Everybody Loves Raymond?
Patricia Heaton. Oh, she's canceled.
Done with her.
I can't stand her.
She
keeps getting jobs.
I don't know why.
How does she keep getting jobs?
But I don't watch them. I don't watch them.
Somebody's watching. I'm not feeling.
No, she's canceled.
What you call Sarah Silverman? She said that cancel culture was a con perpetrated to comedy.
Oh, shut up.
I want these white bitches to stand down. No, let me stop. No,
down.
she's just. You know what? There's a certain collective of people, and it's for every, like, if you were in the music industry, you're like, don't think about us.
Yeah.
If you're a comedian, don't think about us.
Mm-hmm.
If you're black, don't think about us. If you're a white woman, don't think about us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I knew that things had changed when white men started saying they was oppressed. Okay. But I was like, you know what? We all got shit. Because what the fuck is happening? So when she says the cancel culture is about comedians, I think it had something to do with like Bill Hader or something. I don't know.
Oh, that other guy who like masturbated in his own room.
Right. And then they're trying to cancel Chappelle, his latest comedy. Other person. It's very rare when you see somebody like hard before somebody points it out.
Yeah.
But typically, that's another problem I think with cancel culture, because it's only certain people that feel certain people should be canceled. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like
yes.
Like the only people that well, I can't say that with Roseanne. It seemed like it was a collective. Like,
yeah, that's why that got shut down so fast.
Yeah, that was, and not only that, the head of ABC Primetime was a black woman. Like, I know who pays your check.
Yeah.
You know, so there's things like that. But I think there are certain things where, like when they're saying they're trying to cancel Chappelle, like not like so many people find his special funny, including myself. But I'm like, I'm not canceled. Like really? Like okay, we can so Sarah Silverman is saying from that aspect, then maybe so, but it doesn't feel that when she talks about that.
Yeah.
Like, okay. If that was the case, there would be more than just comedians that were being canceled. It would, you know.
It would just be comedians that would be canceled.
Right.
It's more than that. Yeah.
I mean, people trying to cancel Moscow Mitch, but the problem is we don't all get to vote for him. Only his constituents.
Yeah.
So he might be canceled in the airport when he's trying to board a plane. You know what I mean? But is he canceled if you're acknowledging his presence? No.
No, he's not.
Canceled means there's no shift. Okay?
No shift.
Don't go in.
Yeah.
There's nothing there for you. a mofo shows up at the airport and you're holding signs like Moscow bitch, then he's not canceled. He just got under your skin and you're just like, and you can't do nothing about it. He's like you're trying to cancel a mofo and picket signs.
And you're giving him good press.
But you're doing it at LaGuardia and the mofo's constituents are not in New York.
You know what's so... My mom always gave me this advice. She goes, the best way to really get, really gets under someone's skin is pretend they're gone. She's like, there's nothing worse than you don't speak on them. When somebody else does, you just do the blank stare. You don't even there's no fodder. There's no...
Have you done that ever?
All the fucking time. I'm like, really? Yes! Yes!
I'm saying no comment, nothing.
Yep. Done.
I don't know that I've ever done that.
I've only had the strength to do it a couple of times. I got plenty of shit to say.
When you have to say nothing?
Well,
you mean the strength for you? Yeah.
For me, because I got plenty of shit to say. Yeah. I'm always looking to talk shit. But dead, done as a doornail, gone. And they're like, oh, you speak to such and such? Oh, you know. Or the whole like, oh, you're going to run into... What?
Well, that goes to when I was saying, I've said to you personally and on the show a couple of times, there's only one person in my life who was in my life, not in my life currently, who I've ever wished were dead.
Yeah.
Like truly canceled.
Yeah, that's a whole other level though.
Yeah, but
yes.
But that's what erase, cancel, don't exist.
Yeah.
Your shift ain't there. Don't go to work. The doors to the pearly gates are not opening for you. You are canceled. You can't go to hell. You can't go. So, yeah, at least now you can congregate with people. Like, man, what's your shit? No, you just cease to exist. You're just wandering like, damn, they won't take me down there.
They won't take me here. They won't talk to me over here. I can't sit on the bench over there.
I can't even haunt mofos because they're not thinking about me. I'm not even on their mind. Like, I can't even go into their dreams.
I can't haunt.
I want that for that.
The way you said, I can't haunt. I want that for that motherfucker. I can't haunt.
I'm just saying.
That's real canceled.
Can you imagine you can't even get into hell? That's how fucked up you is.
They're like, yeah, we don't take you.
Like the Unabomber, you're not getting into hell. You're not even welcome here.
Like, this place is for people who fucked up.
Yeah, like hell's like rapists, couple of murderers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's fucked up shit. So you can't.
A child rapist?
The guy that crashed their plane and no, you can't go.
No. This is for people who fucked up.
Like, this is beyond fucked up. You like one person? No. No. I'm trying to say, like hell be like truly. Yeah. Like, I'm talking evil, beyond the whole. You're not welcome. You're so let's move on to you.
Yeah.
Like, commenting on how you're raising your kids is one thing, but here's a problem. She put it all on TV.
She put
Once
it
you
out
put
there.
it out there,
Yeah.
you have to deal with the feedback.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing when it's in your home and you know, I think it's just different if it's in your home and we'll use us as an example.
Okay.
If your kid is acting out of pocket,
Mhm.
and and I'm like, what are you doing? Sit down somewhere, and I start reprimanding them. Not hitting. I would never hit your kids.
Mhm.
I start reprimanding them. You have every right to be like, don't talk to my kid like that.
Yeah.
Now, say somebody that doesn't. Say you're in a public realm.
Oh, I've told people before, I don't need help raising my kids.
So, you don't think that they have a right in a public space to start telling if the kid is like? Think about this. I remember Whoopi talked about this on a plane. The kid was running up and down the aisle, disturbing the aisle.
Oh, okay, sorry. I was making it personal because my kids don't do that. I was in a supermarket and I was saying something to my kids, and some lady decided to talk, and I was like, I don't need help raising my kids.
No,
and she was
when
like,
your kids are, you ever go in a restaurant and the kids are running around?
Yeah. No, I say something. I say something all the time.
That's what I'm saying. Do we have a right to say that?
Yep. You're in my personal space.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. And so that goes to the same thing, even though we're not celebrities, that goes to the same thing with Courtney. You put that on TV.
Yeah, you're opening it up to opinions and words. But what I was saying before is like I was in the middle of saying something to my kids in a supermarket, and my kids weren't even being bad.
Right.
It was bad for them. You know what I mean? I was like saying something, and she's like, oh, first of all, shut the fuck up, because they're standing there listening to me. They were engaged with me, so shut the fuck up. And when I said I don't need help raising my kids, she was just like, she got really indignant. Like she was, but I asked her for a favor, and I didn't like it. So she can go scratch. But like, when I've been at places plenty of times where I've had to pull a kid to the side and say, "Where's your adult?" Yeah.
And what did that result in?
Sometimes I'll point and I'll say to them, your child is not being safe right now. It's like I never used to, like, but I know that because I'm hypersensitive when it comes to my kids. I know the way I speak, that conversation could go a few different ways. I usually say, your child is not being safe. Or, oh, there's an issue, your child was physical with another kid. I just want you to know that, perhaps, because I can see how other kids are getting a little bit out of hand.
See, the thing with that, the way you speak to other parents can diffuse a situation. There's a lot of people that don't do that.
Yeah.
Like, get your fucking kid.
Yeah, yes, and I've seen that.
And then all of a sudden, it's on World Star.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I've seen that. But I've seen that where it's like, don't talk to my kid like that. Don't put your hands on my kid. Because sometimes, and this is genuine, like, you don't put your hands on nobody's kids. But this spectrum is so wide and varied now that some kids do need a simple tap on the shoulder and arm to redirect the attention.
Right.
So there are times where I've like tapped a child's shoulder. I try never to do skin to skin. I'll tap a child's shoulder and I'll say, excuse me, where's your adult? Or I'll say, the way you're behaving right now, do you think your adult would be very happy? Go fuck yourself, lady. Whatever it is.
You know what I do? I did this yesterday, actually. Kid was throwing a tantrum with his mother, and she kept telling. So we're in the store, and the shopping cart is like halfway in the aisle, but she's in the aisle. Right. I'm in the aisle. Right. I mean, okay, she's in an aisle. Then there's the hallway. You know, the aisle between the aisles and the side. I don't know how to explain it, but so she can say she's in aisle 10, and the main, what do they call that?
Runway, walkway,
right,
galleyway.
Half of the shopping cart is in the aisle with her, aisle 10, and the other half is in the walkway. And the kid is throwing a tantrum, and his part of the body is in the walkway. Right. So she can't see anybody that's on either side of the aisle. Okay. He's screaming. She's like, I told you no, be quiet. And I look at him, and I stare. The death stare. And he's just shut up. He ain't saying nothing. He stopped, and he's like, mommy? And she's like, be quiet. but he's trying to tell her, like, this bitch is staring at me and I'm scared.
Yeah.
And then finally she looks my way, and I'm on my paper writing notes on my paper, like, because I saw that he moved back, his body moved back, like she was about to. But I'm good for that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know that it's a good thing in general, because I've been on a plane where I grabbed the kid's arm.
I've seen that, yeah.
Because the kid kept going between the seat and
you can't do that, yeah.
All right, and I grabbed the arm, and the kid's like, mommy.
Yeah, go tell your
and then go ahead, I dare you. I'm squeezing for dear life. You know I got a death grip. And then finally the kid lets go. Then I finally let go, and the kid stops. But I didn't hit the kid. This is why I think I'm the type of parent where I wouldn't have to hit. A stare and a grab. It's easy to say that when you're dealing with other kids, but I've never had to do that with your kids, because they know. You're raising them, however, they're not throwing tantrums. I'm sure they've had moments where they've fell out on the floor.
No, I've never had that. I've never had that.
No?
I genuinely have never had a tantrum like that.
A meltdown in the store?
No.
Crying hysterically where you had to leave the store?
No. I've never had that.
Having a brain fart.
I could be, but I've
you
never...
have to have. I feel like you've told me one time with Peter.
I feel like he was about to get there.
Sorry, I gave out his name. I can edit it later.
Yeah, you can probably edit a few things.
Yeah. Deal with it.
I feel like maybe, but no. But I feel like there have been moments where we were getting there, and it didn't escalate to that. Or like, because I'll do like, excuse me, we're gonna do this, and they're like, what?
Yeah, I've seen you diffuse it, but I've seen them get to the point where because you used to always, back when they were little kids, you used to be like, breathe. And they still do that now, where you have to do that.
Stop.
But
and breathe.
I don't know if you do that now, because there was a point where you didn't do it. I feel like you have to do it to diffuse it for future events, and it works.
Well, I did it a lot when they were very young, because the communication, they couldn't get their opinions and what they wanted out.
Right.
They need a way, because you can't go from 0 to 60 and then back to 0. You can't. Like, humans just don't work that way. And now imagine a kid who can't even communicate half the things that they're feeling, and they don't even know what's going on.
Right.
So you got to give them coping mechanisms, and then from there they begin to articulate, no, that's not what I'm doing. What I'm meaning to do, what I'm hoping for, what I want is.
Right.
But that's
interesting. I mean, at the end of the day, like how I started off this trending section, it's like, how is it okay for others to offer advice on how you should be treating your kids when you've shown, in opinion, a collective group of people's opinion, that you fucking up? Courtney put that out there.
But she's on a different platform.
Right. But like I said, say there's a situation where you're at a family gathering and your kid is acting out of pocket, and one of your relatives is like, what are you doing? No. Do you have a problem with that?
I do.
Really?
Yeah. But the reason I do...
All relatives or certain ones?
Certain. I engage with and I speak to my kids in a certain way. Not everyone does that. So the way you discipline my kid needs to be in line with what I'm doing and the message that I'm trying to convey. And if it's not, then just be quiet and talk to me.
That must be difficult, I think, about like parents to have different ways of raising their kids.
Yeah.
You know, like one parent might be like the yelling type, another like, no.
Yeah.
I don't talk. Come here, Johnny.
Oh, it's impossible.
Come on, Sally. Let's sit down. What's bothering you? Explain to me. Where the other one's like, go in the corner, sit down, and think about what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm more in line with that. I don't want to fucking sit on my knees with Johnny and Sally and try to figure out what's going on in their mind. I don't got time. I got too many jobs. I'm trying to put food on the table. I'm sure you got one job. Do your homework and sit your ass down. I'm letting you watch TV.
And I'm like, okay, guys, I've said it 3 times already.
3 times too many.
No, I don't say it 3 times, but sometimes I do. But I feel like
when you're mad, I'm uncomfortable.
When I'm mad?
Yes.
Really?
When you get mad around you, because I'm here. I don't.
Look at you! You're stuttering right now. You're like,
I'm just trying to. Like, you got mad at one of the kids the other day, and I had something to do with it, and I felt very uncomfortable. Like, I just wanted to pick the kid up, hug the kid, and walk away. I love you. It's not that big of a deal. Don't worry about it. But you keep going and wouldn't stop. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going home.
And you didn't step in, so kudos to you.
Because this is the one thing when it comes to me.
Mm-hmm.
If the parent is parenting, I'm gonna fall back. If I disagree, but I told you afterwards though.
Yeah, that you
when
disagreed.
I was not,
yeah.
when they were not around.
Yeah. No,
I
you're
told
right.
you that made me feel comfortable. Like, you didn't have to do all that. That was unnecessary. But you felt differently, and all I can do is like, okay. I mean,
I'm just
I'm
letting
gonna argue with how you parent your kids. Like,
no, you can't.
but I have a right as free to express my opinion about how you rearing your kid. And if I think it's wrong, in my opinion, I'm gonna tell you, especially when it has to do with me.
And
I'm like,
I listen.
You make this person not like me because of your actions. I'm not even that serious.
But you're
don't speak to me.
Shut up. It's so funny because you're not the first person to say to me that when I am bothered, upset, or angry, or whatever the emotion would be classified, I make the other person extremely uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable. You didn't see me like swearing. What to cry? I'll give you something to cry about. Anyway. But I try not to discipline. I try to encourage your kids as much as possible and not discipline them.
Yeah.
But if I see something out of pocket, like one thing I say, but you're never around when I do it.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I pull them aside. Like, I pulled one of your kids aside a couple weeks ago, and I said to that kid, I was like, do you see what she's going through so that you can be at your game on time? She can't even be at both games because she wants to make sure that you are fully at your game and you're able to enjoy yourself. I want you to sometimes think about when you start stressing her out and asking her a million questions, think about what she's going through so that you can be happy.
Oh my goodness.
And it's always, okay, TT. I was like, no, I'm dead serious. I don't want to hear you complaining about you're hungry, you want a snack. Do you understand what she's doing right now? Do you get it? Do you understand? Do you think all your uniform is free? I was like, there's nobody else here. Where's your other family members? It's just your mother. Remember that when you're asking her to do something for you. And they're looking at me like,
oh shit. Keep saying that message over and over again.
I keep saying it, but I don't say it around you.
Yeah.
Because I don't want, I want them to realize, like, to think about it without you being there.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right, good show.
Tamika.
Yes.
Where can they catch us?
Yep, yes, 18.
On
Instagram.
And
Twitter.
And
Facebook.
And
actually, the Yep, Yes podcast on Facebook. They can download us on iTunes, Google Play Music, Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, Podbean, Stitcher, TuneIn.
Oh my gosh.
I was going.
Oh.
Yeah, I was.
All right.
Yeah, I couldn't. That was it. That's all I can remember.
Like, whoa.
Don't be.
I am not.
Oh, I thought you were saying, "Gosh, okay, calm down."
No.
Oh.
Ew.
When you said, "Oh my God, gosh," you were saying that's good or that's
Yeah. Like we the shit, homie.
We everywhere.
We on everything.
We global.
You can't.
We about to be on K-pop. What?
That would be amazing.
That would be amazing, right? I went to Flushing today, so I saw K-pop signs all over.
with my Asian relatives.
Yeah, Ming Ming in them.
Ming Ming salads.
Anyway.
All right, honey.
Yeah.
I love you.
Love you more.
And you're enough.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right.
And until next time.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Yep, yeah, yes.
At me, boo.